A ship comprises both visible and invisible parts. The invisible or the submerged part of a ship are the essential structural, machinery, and containment areas located below the waterline or inside the hull, ensuring stability, buoyancy, and propulsion. Key examples among these are the engine room. These components are critical for safe operation even though they cannot be seen while the vessel is in the water. So also, for your success to be sustainable, it must be rooted, built up, and established in the invisible part of you, which is your accurate thought, rooted in accurate knowledge. As a man thinketh, so is he. A ship seen floating on the sea is but a smaller part of its shape. The real shape includes below the surface. Welcome to Success Digest, where we analyze and discuss those ingredients, those parameters essential for your financial independence, enabling you to live a life of abundance. My name is Kayode Enraiton, the publisher of Success Digest video series and the journals, together with as the CEO, Kenny's Consult Limited, a financial service firm that is based in London. My discussion with you today is entitled Rooted in Success. Rooted in success. Root is that part of a plant that grows down into the earth, obtaining nourishment. It is the source or origin of a thing, including your success. To be rooted in success is to be firmly established in success and not rooted in failure. Every person must have a root, and every person will be located and regulated according to his or her root. The totality of your existence needs a root, the root of your being. That root of yours will be the basis where the resourcefulness of your being is anchored. There is no floating person having no root, for such will be swept away for having no root. You can either be planted in success or in failure, and nobody wanted to be a failure. Success is timid and needs cohesion and must be planned, but to fail needs no planning. The good news is that being planted in failure can be corrected through replanting. This involves being uprooted and replanted into the roots of success. You must be delivered and translated from the forces of failure and transformed into the forces of success and become rooted in acts that lead to success. The root of your success is the knowledge that you have in whatever undertakings that you do. To be rooted in success has its peculiarities, and this is the basis of my discussion with you today. The root of any plant is what forms the basis, the structure underneath it, supplying all the resources it needs to grow and to keep standing. It is the major part of a plant, and a plant has not died until you take the root away from the soil. As long as the soil of a plant is still under the ground, even when cut, it will spring up again. Roots do not grow upward. It grows downward. Any plant whose outward growth is higher than its downward growth is a temporary plant and will not last. Take the root of a corn, vegetable, okra, tomato, or banana. Their lifespan is 3 months in the highest, and you can only reap their fruit once, for they die with their first harvest, their first fruit. They die the day you harvest their fruit. So it is with any man or woman whose outward growth is higher than their root. Success has weight. When it comes, it needs someone who can carry that weight, and therefore it needs someone whose root is stronger and deep enough to carry it. Plants that have no roots need no axe to cut it down. Ordinary hand is sufficient to uproot it. So also is a success without a deep root. It fades away like a smoke. A maize planted today can spring up within 3 days because it has no time to grow roots. Any success without root is a temporary success. But when you plant palm tree, the same time that you plant a maize, the palm tree takes its time to spring up because the palm tree is preparing to last long. So is success. that will last long does not spring up overnight. No storm shakes or can uproot a palm tree, and it remains fruitful even at dry season because the root has grown down to the water base of the earth. So also will it become difficult for the storm of life to evaporate your deep knowledge that you have of your career or of your profession, which you are deeply rooted in. Winds do not shake the tree of a deep-rooted plant downward and sideways. Root is the quiet, powerful part of a plant, and you will agree with me that it is the empty barrel of a profession that makes the most noise. As quiet and powerful a root is, it can crack a rock. And if you don't believe me, go and build your house near a mahogany tree, and with time, it will uproot that house because the root of a plant, when it has space, shoots downward and sideways. And it does this quietly, for root grows noiselessly. You can never hear a root making noise. A deep knowledge of a profession is seen in action and does not make noise. Noisy things attract attention, but they are powerless. Root develops without any public notice. Knowledge gained, recognized, and demonstrated constitute power. It is spiritual and it is the soul of the universe. Knowledge is the result of a man's ability to think. Power determines growth and evolution. Root develops in sick place and grows in obscurity. It grows in darkness and not sunshine. Root can never grow in a container that allows light to penetrate it. Humid, dark, and obscure environment. Deep knowledge is never obtained in a public place. Your success growth must first grow downward, having a base for it to conquer. It conquers under to conquer upward. Root of a correct tree is usually longer than its height. All what you see of a tree upward is only the mirror of the root of that tree. And this is why wind do not shake the tree of a deep-rooted plant downward and sideways. Roots never stop growing, so also should your success be. It should continue to grow. A tree that cannot grow high starts to develop branches, and it root never stops to shoot downward, penetrating the earth. As long as there is soil to penetrate, a root continues to penetrate it. That should be the case with your knowledge, more so with this advancement of technology these days, if you do not want to be left behind. Root is the most protected part of a plant. Cut a plant, and within 1 month, it will start to grow again because the tree's root is the most secure part of that plant. To be rooted in success, you must be rooted firmly and deeply planted. It is the root of your being, the root of a man's life. Two men in their mid-20s enrolled as apprentices in a radionic shop where radios and televisions were repaired. This was in the mid-70s, during the age of black and white televisions. The first apprentice, whom I will call Mr. A, joined because that lies his interest and his goal, which was to become the best radio mechanic in his village. The other man, Mr. B, joined due to enforcement. Enforcement in the sense that he had repeated the same class 3 times without success, and being ashamed to attempt the same class for the 4th time, concluded that the 4 walls of the classroom is not for him. He therefore decided to become a radionic, simply because their dresses are neater than that of automobile mechanic. As a matter of fact, he would rather dress like his former classmates who have graduated and now gainfully employed, working in various offices. Where there's a will, there will be a way. Mr. A, whose ambition tallied with the nature of his apprentice job, experienced satisfaction and got rooted in his job. He became masters in the repairing of anything electronics, and this included television, such that at the advent of color television, he went for its training and became a master, graduated from a university as electronic engineer. But not so with Mr. B. He played trance with his radio mechanic apprentice and was booted out. He ended up impersonating the status he dreamed to be in life, drifting and relying on family and friends, even including state, for his life existence. He was a failure. It has to be, since he became idle. Forced idleness is far worse than forced labor. Being forced to work and forced to do your best will breed in you temperance and self-control and strength of will and contentment, together with 100 other virtues which the idle will never know. Lack of necessity to struggle leads to weakness of ambition and willpower. Nature hates idleness in all its form. Nature gives continuous life only to those elements that are in use. Tie up and harm, take it out of use, and it will soon atrophy and become lifeless. Reverse the order, give and harm more than its normal usage, like a blacksmith who wields heavy hammer all day long. The harm grows stronger. Power grows out of constant application and use. The same happens to knowledge obtained but not used. Success in life involves having a dream, and not only that, but planning and working toward the manifestation of your dream or your desire. Your dream without any action becomes wishful thinking. For how can you have a dream come true when you have no dream in the first place? As you know, ignorance of knowledge is the rise of abundance of mischief. Seek knowledge. He who walks through life in ignorance is walking blindfoldedly. A diligent action based upon accurate knowledge is a guaranteed success. As the ship submerges its most structural part in the sea, rooted below the waterline, ensuring stability, so also must you be rooted in the knowledge and technical know-how of whatever endeavor you engage in for a sustainable success in your life. Everything else is below the surface. When you look below the surface, everything takes on a different appearance. The insignificant becomes significant, uninteresting becomes interesting, things of no importance become the really vital things in existence. A ship seen floating on the sea is but a smaller part of its shape. The real shape includes below the surface. Allow me to stop here. And if you desire more discussion on this topic or any of my previous videos on Success Digest, please feel free to contact us at Kennis Consult Limited and allow us to discuss with you more enlightenments and ingredients needed for you becoming financially independent. We are the financial experts that specializes in financial management. We will invest your fund on financial instruments for you at the stock exchange and manage it for you thereafter. We also provide training in career and skill development, business and entrepreneurial development, business counseling and mentoring, and this includes youth vocational training. Let us continue to travel together on this journey of success through the path of wisdom. To be informed, to be transformed, and not to be informed is to be deformed. I'm still Kayode Enrighton, and I can be reached or 07427942000 or 07951775255, or better still, visit our website kennisconsultlimited.uk. kennisconsultlimited.uk. If you are blessed by this video, please subscribe to it, share it, and like it. Also, visit our blog on YouTube for more of our videos. Please continue to enjoy your success.
Welcome to Success Digest, where you obtain ingredients for your financial abundance and financial wellness and be fully financially independent. Let us travel together on this our journey of success through the path of wisdom. To be informed is to be transformed, not to be informed is to be deformed. Success Digest leads you to financial independence.